What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is DJ Buster B. I got some new wireless DMX gear, 2 transmitters and 6 receivers in. My older system that I've had for about exactly 4 years now, it's been doing great over the past 4 years, but recently over the past maybe the past 8 or 9 months on different events, I'm starting to get some radio frequency interference. And my old system only has 2 channels to choose from, which is 900 megahertz or 433 megahertz, which are low frequencies. And the new system is on 2.4, but it's digital. The old system is analog. So as you know, analog, you can get some static in between there. You get all kind of interference because it can't switch automatically. It's analog. It's either static and noise or a good signal. The digital one is either on and off, so it's all ones and zeros. The digital one is made by a company called Donor. It's a bunch of them out there on Amazon, eBay, all over the place. They got all kind of generic names, but they're basically the stick ones. Let me just show you. Basically like this. This is a transmitter. You see I got everything labeled right here. It gets in focus. Well, I think my light's too bright. But this is the transmitter, and this is the receiver. These little caps right here would glow different colors depending on what channel that you have it set for. So in these receivers, I got 6 of these, and it came with 2 transmitters. And so far, I've tested the system at home, haven't used it on the gig yet. But so far, just like the other wireless DMX, it works. And the signal gets to the receiver just fine. So next event, these will be in use. Our last wedding that we did, we had some kind of flickering here and there, and that building did have a whole lot of electrical conduit all over the place. And I know that stuff does emit all kind of radio frequency interference. So we had some kind of signal issues going on, switched another channel, still had a little bit of flickering here and there. But it wasn't a whole lot, it was enough where I didn't like it. You know, clients, they barely noticed, but I noticed it, so I want my stuff tight when it comes down to signal. So here's the system right here. You can see I just made this case. This case came from an old DeWalt drill. I just cut out the inside, so I labeled everything. Wireless DMX gear, transmitters, receivers, 2.4 gig. It was an old DeWalt case. I just opened it up and I put some foam on the inside, and I just put all the power supplies in here for everything. It came with 2 transmitters. I put labels on everything so you know what's transmitters and receivers and everything like that. Set your channels. You can put labels on all my power supplies, you know what goes where. It's all the same voltage, so it shouldn't matter, but I just want to label everything. This is my older system that I've had for 4 years right here. Everything still works, it's just I don't like the little bit of interference I'm starting to get. So this is made by Series C. This is made by a company called Donor. All of it's Chinese brand. I mean, if you know about radio frequency, I work with that kind of stuff all the time. It doesn't matter your name brand. You can have Chauvet, American DJ. It's either a transmitter or receiver. It's going to send some information over a modulated signal from a transmitter to a receiver. It doesn't matter what your name brand is on the outside. I mean, it's just going to send a signal, the data across it with modulation. That's all it is. And so far, one of the things that I like about this new system right here is that it has the option to automatically frequency hop. So if you get some kind of interference on a channel within that frequency that it's set for, it automatically will switch. The transmitter and receivers will switch to a corresponding channel just so it eliminates the interference. And it's basically your instructions right here. Basically, it's very simple. You just set your transmitter and receivers to the same color, and these have colors. So if you look right here, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to group 7. And altogether total, this system has approximately right here 126 channels within everything combined. So that means you have plenty of channels to automatically jump around. See frequency jumping right here, 2.4 gigahertz frequency jumping. So it automatically will switch around to different channels if it gets interference and everything. Yeah, this is the option right here. I want to try it. I'm not sure if it actually works, but just from reading, it looks like it can work. I mean, it's supposed to be a repeater system also. You have a DMX board, goes your transmitter, you got your receivers. Now over here, let's see if I get a picture of this. Yeah, you have a receiver going into a light. You loop to another light with DMX cable, loop to another, and then at the end of that light, you can plug in the second transmitter and transmit across to another receiver. So with that option right there, it looks like you could have 2 transmitters within one large. So you can have a transmitter set up in one side of the room where your main DMX board, computer, whatever, running your software or anything, that will transmit the signal to all your lights. And then at your last light, you have a receiver, and then looping out of that light, it loops right into a transmitter. Now that transmitter can then blanket that entire radio frequency signal to another half of the room for other lights, and that way you pretty much have the whole room blanketed with radio frequency coverage with your data and your lights. That way you don't have to worry about your receivers trying to struggle to get a signal that's like all the way in one corner. Now granted, most of these rooms aren't huge where you get like 400 or 500 feet away, but that option is there that you can still link these units together and have like a radio frequency repeater kind of situation going right here with these DMX transmitters and receivers. So that's about it for these wireless DMX and transmitter units. I'm not gonna really hook them up because there's plenty of videos on YouTube that shows Donor and all the other brands that are out there. The newer brands, the newer systems, the receivers are like this. They don't have an antenna. The older ones, your transmitters were like this, and your receivers had an antenna like this too, a little small one. But your new systems now, they don't have antennas on these receivers right here. It's just a little cap right here, and it lights up, lets you know what color channel that you want. So that's about it for this video. I just want to put it out there. And I'm about to head to the gym, meet Jay Royale, other guys, want to get our workout on. Gotta stay healthy. So, till next time.